Oh, hello again. This is Miles Chumley Warner issuing you an invitation to look at it this way. Now today, I'd like to present my dear friend, Mr. Grayson.
Thank you for presenting me, Mr. Chumley Warner.
Now, Grayson has made for us the most informative and enjoyable film about what life will be like 50 years from now. So look here, Grayson, what's this film about?
Well, it's a short, informal but informative film about what life will be like 50 years from now.
Thank you. I see. That sounds most interesting. Well, that's enough chitter-chat from us. So now let's sit back and view.
Life will be very different in the year 1990. Portable phones will be in common usage. Regional differences of speech throughout the British Isles will have been standardized.
I see England won the football again, Angus.
Good. After all, they are much superior to us, Gordon.
That's right, Angus. Some more Dundee cake.
Thank you. A glass of Scottish? Even the Welsh will have been successfully taught how to use inside lavatories. Great strides will have been made in health matters, with some of the things we know now found to have important medicinal qualities. Well, Mrs. Cummings, I'm afraid you have a very weak heart. Cigarette? So I'm prescribing you 5 pints and a bottle of whiskey a day. Help you sleep. Oh, and by the way, no exercise and plenty of sausages. Libraries will adapt to new technologies.
Hello, can I help you, dear?
Yes. Do you have D.H. Lawrence's excellent Lady Chatterley's Lover?
Certainly.
My, that was a bit fruity. I see they're doing Tolstoy for school certificate again. English manners will have set the standard for the rest of the world, and our football fans will be recognized as our best ambassadors for the country. Well, that's our 12th World Cup in a row. Well done.
Yes, but spare a thought for those plucky losers. Bad luck, Scotland.
Racial prejudice will have been eliminated, with nations learning to live in proper harmony. Hello. I'm African, I'm afraid.
Never mind. You're welcome to live here in the coal bunker, as long as you promise not to eat my wife.
I promise. Nuclear fuel will be the fuel of the future.
Fire's going down, dear.
Best pop another lump of plutonium on then, dear. Some of the developments in fashion and transport will no doubt seem a little strange to us. People will travel at the speed of light and arrive home before they leave. Good morning, darling. I'm off to bed now, then. And finally, the United States will have seen the error of her ways and beg Britain to take her back into the Empire. New York will be renamed Chiddingfeld-on-Sea.
Good evening, Mr. Grayson.
Good evening, Mr. Chumley Warner.
Haven't we been fortunate with the weather recently?
Yes, unseasonably clement for the time of year.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, Grayson, I have enjoyed this short, informal but informative conversation. I'm afraid there is one cloud on the horizon.
Yes, and that's the imminent outbreak of World War.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Tell me, Grayson, who is this Mr. Hitler? Who are his friends? And to what social class does he belong?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that, because I just made a short film telling us all about Mr. Hitler, his friends, and the social class to which he belongs.
Thank you.
Yes.
Tar Eva ducks. All right, gather round, chaps.
Glad to see your dodgy windows come in handy, chummy.
Less of the chummy, Goebbels. It's Führer now. Now, here's a map of Europe, what I've drawn.
Well, it looks like a bunch of flowers.
Looks more like a man with a pipe to me.
Button it, Goering. Now, we're in Germany and... Blimey.
What is it, Führer?
Funny, I thought I had 2. Now, see this here? We're going to take the perishing lot.
What, even that gumboot with a tree growing out of it?
Yes, England will be an hard nut to crack, but cracker we jolly well will. Hip hip. Hip hip.
Think again, Adolf. You may be knocking a few foul balls into our pavilion, but our pads are made of stronger stuff than wool. They're made of moral fibre, and it'll take more than a man with a little moustache and only one gonad to queer our pitch.
An ordinary dinner party, the sort of occasion we all enjoy. The men are exchanging witty stories. And look at the women, aren't they pretty? Look at the way they laugh. They're delightful. But now the conversation turns to more serious matters.
I wonder if the government should return to the gold standard. I think it should. Good. Then we're all agreed.
But oh dear, what's this? One of the women is about to embarrass us all.
I think the government should stay off the gold standard so that the pound can reach a level that will keep our exports competitive.
The lady has foolishly attempted to join the conversation with a wild and dangerous opinion of her own. What half-baked drivel. See how the men look at her with utter contempt.
Then we're going home.
Women, know your limits. Look at the effect of education on a man and a woman's mind. Education passes into the mind of a man. See how the information is evenly and tidily stored. Now see the same thing on a woman. At first we see a similar result. But now look, still at a reasonably low level of education, her brain suddenly overloads. She cannot take in complicated information. She becomes frantically and absurdly deranged. Look at these venomous harridans. They went to university. Hard to believe they're all under 25. Yes, overeducation leads to ugliness, premature aging, and beard growth. Now let's see the proper way.
Good. So we're all agreed. We should return to the gold standard.
Oh, I don't know anything about the gold standard, I'm afraid, but I do love little kittens. They're so soft and furry.
What a delightful thought, you dear, sweet, fragile little thing. I adore you.
Women, know your limits. In thought, be plain and simple, and let your natural sweetness shine through.